Hi Leute und willkommen zurück zu Tales of Arise. Wir sind im letzten Part endlich auf Lenniges angekommen und man muss ein bisschen so Hintergrundinfos nochmal zu Dohalim bekommen. Und wir versuchen jetzt in so einen Secret-Bereich reinzukommen, um dort vielleicht das Renes Alma zu finden. Ein Tag, was seid ihr für eine Wesen? Ich will euch spielen, nee, ne? Ach komm.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Try this!
Field!
Explosive rings!
I'll be
Super
saving
swallow
this one.
gas!
Glacial spear!
Talon
Here's evil!
storm!
These ones can run rings
Dragon
around
storm!
us! Sealed!
Eat this!
I'll be saving
Prepare
this
to be
one.
sealed!
Reload!
Super swallow gas!
Let me help! This world!
It's go
Where
time!
were they
I owe you
from?
one! I'll finish you here and now! This one's all mine!
Freeze
Dragon
Lancer!
storm! Rolling snap! Explosive gas!
Leave
the ensnaring to me.
Pierce evil!
Yeah, and pummel it to me!
Water Freeze Lancer!
Armor won't save you!
In here!
Is this it?
Don't leave me! I'll be saving this one! I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss! More where that came from! Resuscitation!
Not done yet! Talon Hurricane!
Astral energy!
Infernal Punch! Dragon Swarm!
Burning
Try this! Dragon Shell! Explosive ring! Eagle Assault!
Healing Circle!
Dragon Swarm!
Thanks!
Dragon
Just
Swarm!
Fury!
Tectonic Punch!
Strike! Radiant
We
Punch!
did it!
Here! Shining Supernova!
Dragon Swarm! Shell!
I'm all stuffed up! The flame annihilation! Mega Ray! Raging Cascade!
Prepare to be clean!
Spear! Pierce
Rolling Phoenix!
Winds of Heaven! Lancer!
Ring Blast!
In here!
Glacial
I'll
Spear!
bring you down!
First strike!
Here's a healing arc! First aid!
Blow away!
Anything in armor is all mine! I'm on!
Blow away! I'm on it! Raining Slash!
Searing Sleep now! Reload! More for the
Blow away!
stockpile!
Raining Slash!
Here!
Watch
Time
this!
away! I'm out of
Blow
air! Back
away!
into the
Eagle
fray!
Dive! Raining Slash! Storm!
Mega Ray! Now!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Okay, wir wollen jetzt nicht... Oh, da ist das große Vieh schon. Fight.
Go no further!
Dragon Shell! I can carve through armor!
Flame!
Burn in
Dragon
hell!
Shell! Will this hurt?
I'll finish you here and now! Dragon
I
Swarm!
think I'll pass on the handshake. Need to pull myself together.
Explosive ring!
You're mine!
Eat this!
Need to pull myself together.
Talon Hurricane! Blow away!
I'm out of ammo.
Infernal Punch!
I'll stop its charge. Thanks, Kisara.
No further!
First
I
aid.
owe you
Denied.
I'll finish you here and now! Blow away!
By the power of
Incineration
fire.
wave!
Raging dirt. Here, friend. This one's mine.
Crumble! Talon
Not in
Storm!
your dreams.
Try harder! Pieces! Attack time! Not today!
In here. Healing circle.
Talon Hurricane!
Pile. Glacial
Ribbon
spear.
Raining
Pierce
Slash!
evil. In here.
Blow away!
Freeze Lancer.
Raining Slash!
Here, let me help. More
Blow
where that
away!
came from. Will this
Raining
help?
Slash! Talon Hurricane!
I'll heal you
Infernal
all.
Punch! Burn!
More where
Blow
that
away!
healing circle.
Incineration
I've taken
wave!
too much damage.
Talon Storm! Dragon
No
Swarm!
more playing nice. Radiant light. Astral energy. More where that came from.
Now we're not up to an end.
Raging
I'm on it.
I'm all
I'm
stuffed
ready to
up.
go! That's freaking
It's time to finish this. Die. Consuming wildfire. Radiant pierce. Here's a healing arc. Lightning
Storm
orb.
Dance! Dragon Swarm!
Denied.
I get ready and raring!
Healing circle.
First try
Mega
this.
raging storm. Searing
Explosive
flame.
ring.
Reload.
Burn!
Damn it. Shield. I'm all
I'll
stuffed up.
smash you! No further!
Annihilation.
You picked the wrong
Here's a
fight!
healing arc. First
Dragon
aid.
Swarm!
Talon Hurricane. Light
Try
raging
this.
cascade. Pierce evil.
Infernal Explosive ring! Death
Freeze
Blossom!
Lancer. I'm ready.
Dragon swarm!
Not in your dreams.
Glacial spear.
All good things come to an end.
Blaze Lancer. One more.
Raining
Radiant
Flash.
I'll heal you all.
Blow away. Crumble.
Hard
Let you all
Don't
down.
leave me. In here. There. Do it.
Shionne,
Go for it.
prepare to crumble.
Okay,
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
den Finisher kann ich noch gar nicht. Weil wir beide K.O. waren, dass sie denn sie ausgesucht haben. Was gibt's da zu
So,
diskutieren?
I've been wondering, do you think when Lenegis was built, it was even made with people living here in mind?
What do you mean?
Well, none of this happened by coincidence, right? They must have designed it to transform like this. But then, if they knew people were going to live here, you'd think they would have taken that into consideration, to avoid all this chaos.
Ordinarily, yes. You'd think so. Trust me, as far as we were concerned, Lenegis was our home, nothing more. No one knew about all this. It makes you wonder whether the city was just built on as an afterthought. But if so, to what exactly?
Sorry, that probably sounded weird, huh?
Not at all. Sometimes it takes an outsider's eye to help you notice what you've been missing all along. This place is a mystery, that's for sure. Something tells me we'll find answers where we're going, though.
Yeah, you're right, Shionne. I'm sure we will.
Okay. Guten Tag. Könnt ihr einzeln kommen? Ja, könnt ihr.
Right, here goes! I see one, eh?
Helios.
Thanks!
I'll
Dragon
name
form!
this one. Radiant.
No steel can stand up to these fists!
Annihilate stockpile. Hear me.
Blow away!
Its armor's too strong.
Then I'll split it open! Be my guest!
Malevolence.
I can carve through all! My shield?
In here.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Now.
Shield!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Don't get complacent.
Tja.
It's on! You've got spirit! Eat dirt!
Into the shadows. It's weakened.
This ends now!
Here goes.
How long are we gonna keep this up for exactly?
This one's
Now
mine.
you'll
In
learn!
here.
No further!
I'll be saving this one.
Eagle time!
Healing
Here I
circle.
come.
Raging storm. More
I owe you
lightning.
one.
Law.
Demons descend! Flashing fang! Crumble! The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Shattering of pieces! Attack time!
Not on my watch. Lunar corruption.
Ready to go!
By the power of
Ready
Hera.
to go!
Nice while one more. Here, do it.
Burning slash!
Blah blah blah. Magic. Back into
Sleep
the
now.
fray.
Magic.
Annihilation. Saving this
Burning
one.
hurricane!
Any injuries? Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Is someone making them stand guard over the Forbidden Zone?
Kannst du weggehen? Nein, kannst du nicht.
It'll be a break.
Können wir dich auslassen? Ja.
Get in, get out!
Ach so, wir haben ja den immer noch an, ne? Wo war denn das Ding jetzt? Da.
Lightning
Power
orb.
storm! Okay, guys, think it's time to run.
As if the normal creepy
Jetzt da lang für Loot. Oder verhaue? Ich weiß noch nicht.
I won't forgive you!
First strike! Armor won't save you!
It's time!
Healing circle!
First strike!
Ready
Dragon
and
form!
here! It's like trying to keep up with a wall! Back into the fray! Hit!
Eagle assault!
Light astral
Einmal
energy!
angehopst.
Damn it! It's too fast! Stand back!
I'll tear you
I'll
apart!
trip it up.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help! Roar.
Ready
First
strike!
aid. More for the stockpile!
Denied!
Can't get out of this!
Super
Glacial spear! I never miss! Ready!
Not today!
Not in your dreams! Raging cascade! Now! Don't leave me! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Talon storm!
Resuscitate! Ow!
Blow away!
I owe you one.
I don't even know the word defeat! Ready to go! Burning strike!
Sword Rain Alpha! Does it!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
Ribbon anything in armor is
Freeze Lancer! I won't give up!
Phoenix!
Ich hab's nicht geschafft, ihre Special zu starten. Das hat zu lange gedauert, weil ich erst dodgen musste. Das kann wohl nicht sein.
I can't lose!
Swallow Dare! Here I come!
First aid!
Prepare to be seen!
Raging First aid! Here, let me help! First aid!
Leave the charges to me! Armor won't save you!
Here's a healing art! I'll be saving this flame of fury! More where
Sword
that
Rain
came from.
Alpha! Blew away!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Just back
Burning
up.
strike! Hear me!
Sword
Flame of fury!
Blew
Burning
away.
strike!
This
Hear
one's
me!
all
Flame
mine.
of fury!
You picked the wrong fight! Eat this!
Not in your dreams! Hear me!
I'll
Flame
run
of
you
fury!
through. There.
Burning strike!
Pierce
Hear me!
through.
Flame of fury!
Away.
Burning strike! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike!
Crumble!
Hit
Swallow
the
Blade!
can't be swirled!
Double Demon Fang!
Celestial
Watch
Strike!
Raging Wave! Glimmer Dragon!
Here, let me help! Struggle! First aid!
Watch it!
Winds of heaven!
This isn't looking good! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Sleep now! Glacial spear! Now! Here's evil! Alphen! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Ready to
Break it
von
down!
mir?
Take this!
That'll bring you down! Sleep now!
Blow away!
Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Freeze Lancer! Sleep now!
Do it!
Here's a healing art!
Pierce through!
First aid! Here, let me help! First
I
aid!
owe you. Well,
I need to be stronger.
No, no, oh, gut. Gut für Loot und für einen Raum. Dann rennen wir mal weiter. Da.
Ow! Engaging!
Art sealed!
Rising Phoenix! Talon
Lunar corruption!
Burn it out! Armor won't
If you
save
won't
you!
bow out nice, then you leave me no choice!
Bring him down!
Light raging cascade!
I'll finish you here and now!
Do it!
Renwell!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I'll heal you all!
Dragon Swarm!
Healing circle!
Not today!
Damn it!
Dragon Swarm!
Damn it! Better eat this!
Dragon Swarm!
Here, let me help!
Locked and loaded!
This is enough!
Die!
Raging storm! Down where that came from! Another
Talon Storm!
Searing flame!
Abort! Mission!
Here!
You're mine!
Malevolent!
Dragon Swarm!
Magnum, ready! Do it! Receiving astral energy!
Say no more!
Searing flame! Reload!
Dragon Swarm!
Radiating supernova! Damn it! More where that came from! Haha! Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Viele Platin und Marken, sehr schön. Ich bin mal gespannt, wie viel die wert sind. Vorne müsste ein Lootraum sein. Yes. Nice. Tag, hallo, ich muss mal durch. Verdammt.
No backing down!
Oh my lord!
Rise to speed! Hurricane! Now you see what I can do!
Let me help.
Can't get out of
I'm the
this!
true gunslinger around
Könntest du hier...
here.
Burn in hell! There you are! Swallow dance!
More glitter on my watch.
Now I'm in the dragon swarm! All good things come to an end!
No more playing nice.
Fall back!
Hear me, flame of fury. More with that
Fire support! Eat this!
down. Burning strike. Hear me, flame of fury. It's time to finish this. Die. Consuming wildfire. Whirling trouble. First aid. Winds of heaven. First
Rising
force.
wyvern! An astral art?
That's my cue.
You're mine! Shut him down!
Here, let me help.
Fall back! No! You can't end here!
Don't give up. A whirling struggle. Damn it. Out of ammo. Winds of heaven.
Talon
First
hurricane.
aid. Back from death's abyss.
Inferno! Take this!
I'll bring you what you need.
This should do it! I can carve through armor!
Here's a healing gift by me. I
Take this!
can't be happening.
Denied!
Great nap.
Redwell!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Dragon Sword!
Here's more.
Ich habe echt gedacht, wir hätten zumindest mal ein
I can't
This one's all mine!
mehr weg, aber irgendwie
Crazy cascade.
wollen die alle noch
Not
überleben.
today!
Not in your dreams.
What is this?
Dragon
Lightning
Sword!
orb. More where that
Break it
came
does
from.
it!
Will this help?
Where's the
Can handle. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Here, let me help.
Throw away!
This one's mine.
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon Sword!
Here's a healing
this all
art.
day!
First aid.
Just getting started!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Windmill ist schon 44. Das heißt, sie spielt jetzt auf dem gleichen Level wie die Gegner. Alle anderen sind leider noch drunter. Teleporter wieder. Let's go.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
Aber ganz
But
zufällig
it's just a
gefunden.
wall. How do we get through?
Mussten nicht mal über den ganzen Planeten
I
laufen.
thought this was sovereigns only.
Alphen.
Einfach random an irgendeine Wand gehen. Genau die richtige Stelle gefunden. Angeblich.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
What?
What the?
Oh, wir sind Alphens Erinnerung.
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, Always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Dahnan. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for. Let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other.
So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Here's what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dahna. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
Warum habt ihr alle die Augen zu? Seid ihr blöd?
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to. She looked exactly like Shionne.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Das hat sie gerade gesagt.
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shionne. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Dahnan astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dahna's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegis. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shionne, you okay?
Yeah. It was all just a little sudden. That's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Je nachdem, wie alt
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dahna from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like to liberate them too, if I can. Which is just another reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dahna or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Okay, wir kriegen noch einen Bosskampf, irgendeine Art. Okay, let's go.
Faria, how did you get in here?
Wait, something about her isn't right.
What's wrong with her? She doesn't even seem to know where she is.
Yeah, you're right. She looks just like the soldiers we encountered outside.
Rip.
A summoning?
But that's preposterous. She never had that kind of power when...
We can talk later. Here it comes!
Hast du deine Schwachstelle am Kopf? Ist das dein Ernst?
What? I've never known Faria to control Zeugles like that before.
Es ist echt sein Ernst, ja.
How about with a stone that looks suspiciously like a master core?
What the? Where did she get her hands on that?
First we handle the Zeugles, then we get some answers. Aim for their weak spot. This one's all mine.
There you go!
Ignite!
More for the stockpile.
Now you see what I can do!
More where that came
Dragon
from.
Swarm!
Puddle! Photon flash!
What's this?
Blah, 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 magic! I'll heal you all!
Blow away!
Raging cascade!
I've let you all
circle.
down.
Stay away from my friend! I owe you one.
Winds of heaven! First form! I'm ready!
Dragon
Raging
Swarm!
cascade! That'll bring you down! Spread! A whirling struggle!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Winds of heaven! First forth!
Resuscitation!
Hurricane
Here!
Thrust! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Laser!
I'll tear you apart!
Sorry!
Hurricane
Bring you
Thrust!
back from death's abyss.
Tear! Hurricane Thrust!
I'm on a roll now!
Rising Waters! It's too much!
Still got some fight left in me!
Inferno Punch!
You picked the wrong fight!
Thunder field!
By the
Dragon Swarm!
I'm on it!
Light hurricane! Malevolence! Our magic is there!
Incineration Wave!
More for the here!
Armor won't save you!
The water! Back into my way! Don't leave me! Thanks so
tear
much
you
for
apart.
that from death's abyss! Lightning orb! Raging cascade! Water! Whirlwind struggle! Hear me! Flame of fury!
Hurricane Thrust!
First force!
Tear!
Hear my call!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down.
Whirl away!
Burning
dead.
strike!
Incineration Wave!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! I never miss! I'll heal you all!
this!
Will this help? Sleep now. Healing circle! I'll be saving this one! Water! Here's my call!
Natürlich triffst du genau mich.
Burning steel!
Glacial spear.
I'll bring you back from
Now
death's
you
abyss!
see what I can do! I'm on a roll now!
Resuscitation!
Super
I'll heal you all!
Watch it!
Far enough!
Almost!
Healing circle!
I really owe you one!
Purge malevolence! Blah, 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 magic! In here! Flame of fury! More
does it.
stockpile!
Tear!
Do it! Field!
That's enough!
Kisara! Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone! I'll heal you all!
Talon Storm!
Hurricane
Healing
Thrust!
circle!
Blow away!
Tear!
Here's another
Hurricane
Purge malevolence! Blah, blah, blah,
Tear!
magic!
Hurricane Thrust!
In here!
Talon Hurricane!
wrong.
That move!
Confiscated!
Here comes the big one!
Just getting started.
Will this help?
Eagle assault! All good things come to an end.
Healing circle! Eat dirt!
Tear!
Everyone, get back!
pull myself
It's too
together.
dangerous!
Glacial
I'm
spear!
on.
More
No.
with evil!
Can't end here!
Raging cascade! I never miss!
Ready and raring. I
Purge
can carve
malevolence!
through armor.
Magic is there!
I'll bring you back from
Not
death
my
abyss.
finest.
Raging cascade! Resuscitation! Spread!
Ready to
Glacial
go!
whirlwind!
Not
Here's
done yet.
evil! Winds of
Raging
Hell's laser!
slash!
Force!
Blow away!
I'll bring you back from
Sleep
death
now.
Raining
abyss.
slash! Blow
More
away!
from the stockpile! Resuscitation!
Raining slash! Try
Here's a
harder!
healing arc!
Not done yet.
First aid!
Blow away!
Water! Here I
Raining
come!
slash! Blow this! Is this it?
Raging storm!
There!
Here's evil! Celestial weather! Please! Laser!
Talon Hurricane! Hurricane thrust!
Raging
I'll
cascade!
finish you here
Here's
and
a
now.
healing arc!
Hurricane
Sleep
thrust!
now! First aid!
I owe you one.
More for
Here
the
I come.
stockpile!
Ha!
By the power of Arch Steel! Gemini in your dreams! Mega Red!
Take this.
Gemini
Denied.
Lightning Arc!
Watch this.
Purge malevolence!
Blow away.
Arctic waterfall!
Raining slash!
Attack time.
Sleep
It's
now!
on!
Talon storm.
Burn!
I'll be saving this I can't heal you forever!
I really owe you one.
More where that came from! I'm ready!
Blow away.
Purge malevolence!
It's
I'm
almost
in
finished.
High praise coming from you.
I said almost. Don't get carried
In
away.
here!
Dragon Storm!
More for the stockpile! Healing where that came from!
Super swallow
Dragon Swarm!
Here comes something
One
big.
Dragon
Right
Swarm!
done! Magic is am!
Here.
In here!
Super swallow
I'll be
dare.
saving this one!
Water!
Backbreaking
Hear my
does it.
call! More where that came from!
No.
Purge
Can't end here!
Arctic waterfall! Super sleep!
Ich war doch außerhalb von seinem komischen Kreis. Mann, 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 Mann.
Not done yet.
I'll be saving this one!
Not my finest.
You'll pay for that!
Als wenn er sich einfach so...
I won't give up! More where that came from!
Warum ist sie... So...
Ready to go! Field! Sleep not in your dreams! First aid!
In a bind.
I owe you one.
Far enough! Hit! Here's a charge malevolence! Arctic waterfall! Sealed! Magna Red for the
It's
stockpile!
on.
By the power of
Burn in
water!
hell!
Tempest whirl! More where that came
Raining
from!
slash!
Here goes!
Blow
Downfall!
away!
Ice prison!
Raining slash!
Reload!
Blow away!
Damn it! I'm all stocked up! Thunder field!
Raining slash!
Purge malevolence! Let's do
Blow
it!
away! Rinwell!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Now it's just her.
Faria, can you hear me? Faria!
She's preparing another summoning!
Hallo, nehmt ihr das
The
Ding
art
doch
she's
weg?
casting is way too powerful to control. At this rate, her body won't be able to take much more. Dohalim!
Forgive me.
Schlägt Frauen. Das ist...
Man, I thought we were goners.
Everything okay?
Yes. She's only unconscious.
Not her. I meant you.
Shionne, please. Can you treat her?
I can try, but I can't promise she'll be back to her real self when she wakes up. All I
Ich
can
weiß nicht,
do
wo
is
die
heal her
bewusstlos
physically.
ist, wenn man ihr im Bauch schlägt, aber...
We're not even supposed to
funktioniert
be
wohl
in here. Maybe it'd be better if we moved her to somewhere a little safer. Don't you think?
In that case...
I'll take her off your hands.
You? Avakir, what are you doing here?
Ach nee, sein Freund.
I was curious what you were up to, so I took the liberty of following you to
Ich hab
find
gedacht,
out.
das wäre der
I
verrückte
overheard what you said
Wissenschaftler, der
about
uns
Tarnigan,
folgt, weil er hier
about how he
irgendwie
really
wieder
died.
nach oben gekommen ist,
I'm
als war
sorry,
sein
I
Freund.
had no idea.
And you believed me? What makes you so sure I wasn't lying?
I like to think I know you a little better than that, Dohalim. Give me some credit. I'll take Faria. leave her with me. I know better than to ask what you're up to. But whatever it is, I hope it all works out.
Thank you.
He seems like a good friend.
He hasn't changed. He never was one to stand out. Instead, he was always hanging back, worrying about everyone else. As for Faria, it's always the closest to me who get hurt.
You don't seriously blame yourself for what happened to her, do you?
Somebody got to her, to strike back at me. Someone who knew me well enough to know that I'd hesitate to fight back. And the same goes for you as well. Neither you nor Faria would have lost loved...
You're wrong. Kelzelik was the one who killed my brother, under orders from Almadria. As for Tarnagin, if it weren't for the crown contest, he'd still be alive. That and the whole damn hierarchy that makes it possible. But that's why we're fighting. To put an end to this whole messed up system that treats people as expendable.
Indeed. Ridding society of this blight is really the only way I know how to atone for my sins.
You can't atone, Dohalim. I know it hurts to hear, but those people are dead. Forgiveness, acceptance, those ships have sailed.
So I just forget the harm I caused?
No, the opposite, in fact. You remember. You never forget. You keep it in your heart always. And then you go on living, not for those already passed, but for those still alive.
For those still alive.
Kisara's right.
That's what living's all about. Being able to still make a difference. Punishing yourself for the past won't make the pain of your conscience go away.
Only fixing the problem.
That's right. You have to live for tomorrow, Dohalim, not for yesterday. And not only that, you need to live for yourself, and for the change that you still can be.
Don't forget, we've still got a mystery to solve.
Shionne.
Huh?
Thank you. You have my deepest gratitude for what you did.
Glad to be...
I'm glad we could stop Faria without hurting her.
You all did much for her as well. I'm most grateful.
Oh, shucks. We're on the same team, right? Let's move on.
Okay, gucken wir mal noch, was hier kommt.
What is it, Rinwell? Do you hear something again?
Yeah. It's that voice.
The will of Dahna's astral energy.
Bekommen wir nochmal eine Rückblende. Cool. Ne, guck, wir waren vorher in diesem Turm drinne, so wie das aussieht. Sieht genauso aus wie in dem Turm. Oder Keil, wie sie das Ding nennen.
What? There's so much astral energy. But where's it all coming from? It's almost like it's alive.
Oh, da sind ihre Ranken.
That was the spirit channeling ceremony just now. No, it was more than that.
What the hell was that? It felt like everything was on the brink of... like the whole world was seconds from...
Oblivion. It's the same vision as the one my thorns show me. A vision of impenetrable darkness that swallows up us and everything else.
An empty void. A nothing so complete and dominating that there aren't even words to describe it. The end of time.
The visions of the apocalypse you've been seeing. If I'd known how bad they were,
So, everything we just saw, those were Naori's memories, right?
That's right. It was as if her innermost thoughts were speaking directly to us. At least I know they weren't mine.
That power flowing into her, it reminds me of Shionne's thorns. If they're what's responsible for all these visions she's been having, then maybe...
Maybe my thorns are made from that same astral energy?
If that is the case, we just found the missing link between your thorns and what happened here 3 centuries ago. No, more than a link. Perhaps even the very heart of the matter.
I've never felt astral energy so powerful. What was that?
If it's the same energy your thorns are made of, it must be dark astral energy, right? And isn't that something only Renans have?
Correct. Dark astral energy is possessed by Renans alone.
And when enough astral energy gathers together, it develops its own form of sentience. If so, maybe that complete oblivion is exactly what the Renan astral energy's will is wishing for. But why?
I don't know. Will can be a pretty vague thing to nail down. It's more of a feeling, just like the will of Dahna.
But the will of Dahna is made up of astral energy too, right? And if that's what's been showing us these visions... I don't know, should we really be getting so involved with this thing?
Dahna's will would never want oblivion.
But you can't say that for sure.
Cut it out, you two. Squabbling over theories will get us nowhere.
Let's keep moving. If it's Dahna's will showing us these memories, then I'm as clueless about its motives as any one of us. But if it could lead us to the truth, then I want to find out more.
Shionne's right. All we can do is keep going. If these really are Naori's memories we're watching, there could be truths in them I was never aware of. And I think they may be the kinds of truths I need to confront if we're going to keep fighting.
I'm sorry about what I said earlier. Come on, let's go.
Finally, we begin to understand what the thorns are.
Yes, and their source. A ceremony that occurred 3 centuries ago.
But we still don't know how to get rid of them. I just hope we can find a way.
Ja, also geht von allein, ich habe nichts gemacht.
Soon, we might very well learn the truth behind Shionne's thorns. I have to be ready to face anything. Whatever happened, I just need a little...
Hä? Jetzt ist schon das End... What the fuck? Ich habe gedacht, es kommen hier 5, 6, 7, 8 Gebiete oder irgendwie so. Nicht, dass wir durch 2 Dinger durchrennen, ein paar Cutscenes bekommen auf dem Weg und dann das Ende. HTF? Machen wir natürlich im nächsten Part, falls wirklich das Ende ist. Aber laut Map ist ja eigentlich noch... Ne? Ich glaube nicht, dass das einmal so ist und dann ist vorbei. Naja, werden wir im nächsten Part rausfinden. Schauen, Leute.